not even in marriage, but just in any relationship, whether it be work or family or friends, we got to be able to communicate, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Yes. Yes. Well communicated, Philip. Yeah. No, I agree. It's probably a foundational, uh, aspect of any relationship. Good, positive, clear, concise communication is key.
Hmm.
Yeah, to a successful relationship, whether it's a marriage or not.
Yeah.
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 I guess where I'm stuck is the more important. It's as important. I guess if we were to say if we're going to communicate well in these three areas: work, home, and recreation.
Hmm.
So, which of those three do you want? If you had to choose which one is most important, then yes, probably the marriage. But it's equally as important to communicate well and clearly at work and really in any environment. But I think I know what you're saying. You said that sometimes we don't take communication home with us, and that's a good point. And what I did say off camera before we started recording was, I think we take our spouses and children, if we have children, for granted that they're going to be there anyway. That we may think the stakes are higher at work. So if I don't communicate well and clearly at work, it could cost me my job, which then would cost me my income, and so on and so forth. And so we're going to see to it. We're going to take the time to train ourselves or to get in the habit of good, positive, clear communication. If we play on some kind of a team or we're involved in some kind of a team and we want to get the role in that play, or we want to start that position or whatever, but we're going to make sure that we communicate well so we can get hopefully what we want or desire. We go home, and while truly the stakes are equally as high because that's your home and your spouse and your kids, maybe we tend to take them a little bit for granted because they're always going to be there. We did the hard work to make it happen in the first place, and so we can kind of mission drift a little bit in the home, which is unfortunate, but I think it can happen because, hey, I'm going to come home. They're going to love me anyway. I love them. They're going to love me. We think the stakes aren't quite as high, but they're equally as high. Mm-hmm. And so maybe this is going to be a good reminder for those of us that maybe see it that way, or maybe just accidentally see it that way. Maybe it's not purposeful. I'm taking for granted. It just kind of happens organically over time. To maybe kick the tires and on that relationship and make sure that we are doing our due diligence to communicate well in a healthy manner at home, with our spouses and our children.